What's up? We are here at Etowah Disc Golf Course, Cartersville, Georgia. We are about to present to you the back 10 hole-by-hole walkthrough, time-lapse, and review. Hope you guys enjoyed the front 10. That was entertaining. A little wet. I'll drop the link for that video in the comments if you haven't watched that one. If you're playing in the Etowah Masters coming up, hosted by Prodigy, tournament director Matt Zolich, best of luck to you. I'd like to come out and film some of you guys, so if anybody wants it, drop a comment, let me know. I'll follow you around, we'll film it. If you ace run, it's on film. Who doesn't want that? Anyway, first hole here is hole 11. I'm at the back tee, which is up here. It's 305 feet. It is straight down that hill. The basket finishes over here eventually. I wanted to film it. I don't know if anybody's in a tournament's going to play it. This is the angle. You guys can see the bench for the other tee is down there. There actually isn't even a tee pad here. There's just a block that says Etowah, and there's not really an ability to run up. So I'm not sure what that is. I've never played this hole from up here. I just wanted to show you guys. We will get down to that hole, review it, and then time lapse from there. All right, we are here at the, I'm gonna call it the OG tee for hole 11 here at Etowah. It is 185 feet, straight down the hill. You can see the basket, it's right there. The basket does sit on, I would say, circle's edge, front to back. It's flat and it's open. The issue is getting there and then keeping your disc there once it is there. You've got a couple options here. This line over here is gonna be your slow, low backhand. You got to get it to crest that ridge and then just kind of crash on the flat spot. Anything landing left of the basket on a backhand, you're going to be down in that parking lot, I can tell you right now. You do have a little forehand line that is going to be touchy. You're going to try to, I don't know if you can see that stump that's in front of the tree or in front of the basket. Something just over the top of that, very flat, low, so you can try to crash into that flat spot. Let me give you something. This is a little tip. Shh, keep this quiet. Tommy through that same gap, don't tell anybody. Tommy through that same gap, landing flat just on that top of the ridge, and then scooping down to the basket, ace run all day. You're welcome, let's walk it. Okay, we've arrived at the green here at hole 11. Bear with me, guys. I know it's a short hole. I know there was a lot to talk about on the tee. I need to correct some things that I told you from the tee, because I don't want to be at fault for you not making birdie. So I said circle's edge from the tee. By the way, the tee is literally right past that broken stump right there, right there. That's all it is. There's a lot going on here. You have 10 feet to the left of the basket. You have 12 feet behind the basket. Now you do have this ridge that's short of the hole, so obviously you don't want to come rolling down that either. You do have a decent landing space to the right, which is probably going to be your miss. Let me pan over there so you can see it. So I just wanted you to be aware of that because there is a lot going on here for a 135-foot hole. Best of luck on your birdie. Let's get on to hole 12. Side note, we are not at hole 12, which is 508 feet. This is normally this is a tee for hole 12. I'm not sure if this is going to be used or not. If it is, hole 12 is going to be down there, the road, and then the basket perch is up there. It is a par 4, but what I want to take note of is a lot of times in tournaments, and I don't know if this is going to be a hole or not, but just so you guys know, a lot of times this tee is used for a basket that sits on that little, right there, a tent basket. It's like 200 or 210 feet. You've got the parking lot that's OB. It's really a green light birdie hole. Anyway, just wanted you guys to be aware of that so you could see it if you haven't played out here before in a tournament that has it. There it is. Now let's get on to actual hole 12. All right, we're here at hole 12, 300 feet. That's the tee right there on the road. The basket is perched up there. There's a slight dogleg left. You can use the road like he's using. You can use the road if you're throwing something flat, straight, to get it just right of the basket. You're going to have an elevated putt regardless. You can also go wide around this tree and then let it push back in. That's dangerous because you're throwing over OB the entire way. You do have some options. Let's walk it. We have reached the green here at the par 3 300-foot 12th hole. As you guys can see, that was pretty much the easiest walk on the course by far. You get to the green, you're going to have an elevated putt no matter what. You definitely want to avoid having your tee shot crash into that wall. Kick up, roll OB, that would be unfortunate after you've thrown a great shot. Not much to say there. Throw something flat, let it slide, get into the grass here, take your 20-footer, get your birdie. Let's move on to hole 13. All right, we have reached the tee here at 13. Just something to note here, there are several holes, if not every hole, on the back 10 that has a long and short tee pad. I'm going to just show you where the long pad is and tell you how far it is, but we're going to time lapse from the short pad. So this is 13, it's 280 feet, par 3, dogleg right, slightly down the hill. You're basically throwing it through this low ceiling corridor. There is a creek that runs where you can't see it. It's probably 60 or 70 short of the basket. Shouldn't be an issue unless you hit a tree. You're just trying to get something to push through that gap. Basket's over there. Stock forehand all day. Let's get to the short tee. All right, we have arrived at the short tee here for 13. It is 222 feet. Same shot as it was from the long, just obviously a little shorter. I mean, math, right? 58 feet. There you go. I did it for you. The basket is actually, yep, it's right back here. You can't see it. It might be there. So it's just a little baby forehand. I mean, you can throw, I guess, a backhand turnover too. Dealer's choice, honestly. You can see the creek from here, so you know what you're working with. You're just trying to put it under the pin so you can get your birdie or a nice little healthy ace run. Let's walk it. We have reached the green here at hole 13. The gap that you guys just threw. The gap that you just threw your disc through is right here. Baby forehand. Just going to try to slide it up right just off that tree. Boom. Pole. I don't recommend you throwing it where we walked. That's going to be a tough par 3. Also, just to take note, we did make a legal stop at that stop sign. We did obey all traffic laws as we walked up to the hole. Just something to take note of. Good luck with your birdie. On to hole 14. We have reached the tee here at the 14th, which is a 320-foot par 3. We are standing on the short tee. The long tee is straight behind us. It is 412. So the only difference between that hole and this hole, besides the 92 feet, is the fact that these two trees become a gap that you also have to fight, whereas from the short tee, you're not really having to. Anyway, 320 feet. The basket is right there. Right over the bridge. You've got two lines. You've got that line, clearly, and then you've got this one. So you can throw something on backhand, flat, pushing, hooking up at the end, or you can throw yourself a little hyzer flip through this gap, or maybe a forehand flex. Let's walk it. We have reached the green here at hole 14. We did walk the bridge, obviously. That's the gap we had to walk because I can't fly. So one thing I didn't note on the tee is that the reason why that is there is because there is a stream or a runoff from that side of the course that runs into the river. So you absolutely have to hit one of those two gaps. Otherwise, you're taking a stroke penalty. And you don't want to do that because that's not how you make birdies. Once you get through those gaps, you're home free. Good luck with your birdie. On to hole 15. Hole 15, par 3, 333 feet. Straight as you can make it, right there. It is elevated. A couple things just to note here real quick. You do have this telephone pole, and you got a couple cables coming off here. I have seen those hit before. And then also, if you get too far left early, that's going to roll down into like a, it's not a creek, but you don't want to be there. And it is low ceiling on half of this fairway to the left. So really it's going to force you to do two things here. You can go wide, big hyzer. You can go up the gut flat. Hopefully you can get it there flat. You can go flip up hyzer. Dare I say, you can go forehand roller just right of this telephone pole, ride the road, let the stability bring it back in left, park job. Let's walk it. We have arrived here at the green at hole 15. As you guys can see, that one was pretty straightforward. We gave you the options off the tee. We'll have probably Mason come out and throw them sometime. Elevated basket. You're really just trying to push it up. If you can leave yourself 20 feet short in this landing area, give yourself the birdie putt. Make it easy on yourself. These rock formations out here are absolutely incredible. That has to be 90 feet high, and it's just rock the whole way. I'm sure most of you guys have been out here, but this is just, I mean, that's beautiful. Anyway, on to hole 16. All right, we're on the tee at hole 16. It's a par 3, 269 feet. Okay, hear me out here real quick. So you've got the earth over here, right? It's a dogleg left, by the way. It's right there. You've got the earth this way, so you throw something wide, something stable. It's going to skip right about that tree, and then you're going to access the basket. I want to know, has anybody ever thrown this gap? Because if you have, will you please let me know what happened? Because that's amazing. I've seen it aced from this way. Shout out Cody Lacey. But I've never seen anybody even attempt that gap. If you have, please let me know. Let's walk it. We have reached the green here at hole 16. We walked the path that I'd proposed through here. This is the tunnel I had in question. It's a little wider than I thought, but I still think you're maniacal if you did it. I'm not sure if this part is on purpose, but I do like the touch if it was. If it wasn't, then shout out to this huge, massive, ancient tree for providing this. It looks to me like it's an effort to add some incentive to try to throw around the basket. All these giant pieces of wood bark are going to stop your disc, which is good because there's a creek over here. I'm not sure if that plays hazard or not. But anyway, just a little bit of note there. I think maybe the tree did it, and I love that. Thanks, tree. On to hole 17. We are here at the tee at hole 17. It is a par 3, 330 feet. Dogleg left, that's your gap. The basket is right there. Similar shot to hole 16, except for, what is it, 60 feet difference. Other than that, and a little bit more of a generous ceiling and hyzer line. Other than that, let's walk the hole. We have reached the green here at hole 17. As you guys can see, that was a wide hyzer. Generous amount of area over here to throw something. The ceiling is favorable too. You got a variety of ways you can get there. You can hug this corner. I'd say that rock is probably, the hole's 330. I'm going to call that 280 to beat that last rock and get around in this open area. You can go low and flat. You can go high and wide and get something to skip. Just to note where the tee was in relation to where we are, it's right back there. So you've got all that corner to cover. Good luck with your birdie. On to hole 18. Okay, we are at the tee here at hole 18. As you can see, the back 10 is really opened up in relation to the front 10, which is very cool. I think that's a neat course design to have. Kind of a Jekyll and Hyde back 9, back 10 versus front 10. Anyway, hole 18 is a 404-foot par 4. Right there. Straight as you can make it again. Kind of a carbon copy to hole 3 on the front, except for it's a lot shorter. I think there's been plenty of eagles made here. Absolutely. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw somebody ace this hole last week or the week before on Atlanta Disc Golf. Correct me if I'm wrong. If that's you, drop a comment. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm not going to go back into the post right now. Anyway, let's just walk this because it's pretty straightforward. We have arrived here at the basket, here at hole 18. As you guys can see, that was about as straight as it gets. Good luck with your birdie, your eagle, or your ace there. This is kind of a cool spot on the course, just to take note of. So you have 18, obviously. You have basket 3, the other par 4, which is maybe 120 feet from where we're standing behind the basket. Between that, you have hole 4, which is the cave hole, sitting right up there. I didn't turn the camera. I don't know why I'm pointing. And then you have hole 5, which goes parallel to hole 18. So standing right here in this brush off to the left, very cool spot to see a lot of cool things. You can see eagles over there. You can see eagles here. You can see aces there. 5 if you make an ace. That's amazing. So anyway, just to take note of that, on to hole 19. We are at the tee here at hole 19. It is a 300-foot dogleg right par 3. The basket is right about there. You can't see it quite from the tee, but it's not a severe dogleg. As you can see, that's your proposed gap. Little bit of a ceiling. Dealer's choice here. You can go backhand turnover. You can go pretty stock forehand. Yeah, let's just walk it. All right, we are here at the green at hole 19. Not a whole lot to note there. Pretty straightforward. Commit to one of your shots that you're going to throw that's going to get you closest for your birdie. The only thing I do want to note, circle's edge, where the road is closest to the hole the entire way, that is OB. So whatever shot you throw, just make sure you're committed to. Put it in this area right here and not over there. Good luck with your birdie. On to hole 20. Okay, we've arrived at the tee here at hole 20, the last hole. Good round, good round, good round. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're preparing for the Etowah Masters or any other tournament that comes to Etowah and you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. If you win, drop a comment. Love to hear it. Anyway, hole 20, par 3, 212. Basket is right there. The buoys represent the circle. Outside of the circle is OB. So again, not far, pretty straightforward shot, but you are throwing to an island hole. Let's walk it. We've reached the green here at hole 20. As you guys can see, buoys are around circle's edge. That is OB. It is an island hole. Another thing to note, the drop zone, I actually never knew this. The drop zone is way back there. It's probably 100 feet. So if you miss the island, good luck with your 100-foot par putt. Good luck with your birdie. One other thing to note, too bad. I kind of liked it. The basket used to be on this tree stump. It must have eroded. Good luck with your birdie. All right, that's it for the back 10 here at Etowah Disc Golf Park in Cartersville, Georgia. Fantastic track. Not long, very technical, front side especially. Backside opens up a little bit. Beautiful course. I mean, what a view, right? I might sit here for the rest of the afternoon. Thanks for dragging me out here, guys. Nathan Wilson. Next video will be Saturday at Gatewood, the Gallon at Gatewood, powered by Prodigy. Again, TD, Matt Zolich, fantastic track. He hosts great tournaments. They're usually well run. Not usually, that's wrong. They're well run. Players pack. It's a good time. If you're not busy, come out. Say hi. Anyway, that's it. See you guys in the next one. Be like Barrett. Ring that bell. Bing!